Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies, and I'm here today with part 2 of my Jackpot estate sale haul. I got so many cool magazines at this estate sale, and I want to continue showing them to you. Like I mentioned in my other video, can't really flip through the pages because there's like images that YouTube might not like since they are photography magazines. So I could do a video later on with more detailed flip throughs, but I'd probably have to go through the magazine itself first and like mark pages and stuff, So this one is from 1951. It's kind of hard to see that. But yeah, 1951. Super cool image. Let me see if I can show anything kind of cool in here. So there's like ads. That's pretty cool. And just the coloring in these. These would be great in vintage magazines. I love that picture right there. An expert shows how great paintings can help you to make better color photographs and improve your camera technique. So that's a painting, and that's the photo. I guess I was influenced by the painting. It's beautiful. But yeah, so this one is 1952. This one is a photographic trade news magazine from 1950. I think the images in here should be okay. These are so cool. But as I mentioned in my previous video, I am thinking of putting some of these into a shop so I can share them with you guys if you're interested, since I did get so many of them. But I don't have an Etsy shop. This is 1957. I don't have an Etsy shop, so I'm not sure if I'd open one up in Etsy to sell them or do them on Facebook. Or I did sell on eBay for a while, like reselling, not really. I mean, it wasn't for that long, and it wasn't really vintage items or anything junk journal related. But this one's 1941. But this is 1953. But I would maybe start by using eBay as 1953, using eBay like an Etsy shop, just because I'm already used to it. So let me know what you think, because that's what I'm thinking, and if you guys would be interested, I'd love to like get these out there as well, because this is way too many for me to use or even store. But they're so much fun to have. Okay. So my camera did cut me off. So I do have duplicates in here, but I'm not sure where I left off on the last video. This is 1951. This one I love. And I can't tell the date because the spine is kind of messed up and there's no back cover. So these are not in perfect condition, which makes it easy for us, 1955, because it'll make it easier to cut up for us, you know? Some of them are still in good condition, but not all of them. Just really cool colors that they used to use back then. I think I had 2 of these, because in my last video I think I showed one. This is 1953. I think I have two of these too. 1949. So pretty. 1947. This is like just a ripped page. 1945. I'm even thinking of like framing some of these images. See, this is a duplicate, 1949. They're just so pretty. This is, see, the spine's messed up on this one. Can't see the date because they only put December here. Originally it was 25 cents. 1946. $1953. And then in here I have some National Geographic magazines. This is from 1952. And I've gotten some National Geographic magazines before, so I've definitely used some of these types of images in journals before, and I love it. I mean, it's just, the way they took pictures back then was so pretty. Okay, I'm kind of flipping through to make sure there's nothing that I shouldn't show on YouTube. Wow, that's super pretty. And there are ads in these that are great. That's kind of funny. This one, the cover is missing, 1955. $1955 again. Lots of Coca-Cola ads. Okay, let me see. I don't want any like pictures, like nude pictures that I should not be showing on here, even though it is National Geographic. That's super pretty. That would even be good on a cover. Some cool ads right there. And then another one from 1956. And then I found some, these are like manly magazines. Popular Science, Popular Mechanics. And the pictures in here definitely are not as feminine. I don't think I have to be as careful in these types of magazines of flipping through. 1966. But what I've found that I love doing with these types of magazines is using like the ads or like something like this, not as a focal point in a journal, but more like the background, like a pocket or like a background pocket, or like filler tags, things like that. And it's almost like, you know, like something like this, or something where the font, you know, is from a different time. I'm using it kind of like, you know, when you watch a movie, these wouldn't be the star players, but they still fill in like extras do, where it's kind of like it gives the atmosphere of like retro or vintage. And that's what I've done a lot. Sometimes I feel like I'm missing something in my journals, and then if I start filling in with these types of images, not this one, this would be a good focal point, although it's cigarettes. But like something like this, you know, it's just like a good way to give that atmosphere. Because I tend to be I definitely over embellish in my journals. That's why it takes me so long to finish one journal. This is a cool spread right here. But yeah, and I was starting to feel afraid that I was running out of these, you know, types of things to put into my journals. And that's when I came to this estate sale. I was like, oh my gosh, I have no more retro images, which I tend to do a lot of retro journals, but now I don't think I will run out. This one is a lot more newsprint. Okay. 1953. There's no date. It's interesting that they don't put the year on some of these. It was originally 35 cents, so that's probably fairly old, but it's from November of that year. Yeah, they stamped, I don't know if this is a business, probably, but they stamped when they received the magazine. All right, my throat is kind of going. But I wanted to show you a couple more things, duplicates that I bought that I would be wanting to put into a shop. So I found another one of these Currier and Ives books. It's in pretty good condition. I mean, it's old, but still, like, it's fairly clean. There's no mold or mildew that I can tell. And I have 2 of these already. So I think I would want to sell this or something like that. This is from 1942. And the pages are really cool for vintage journals. Super cool. And then this one, I have so many binders that I think I would want to put this, I would want to put this for sale also. It's in really good condition. The cover is really good. And I think it's just kind of dusty inside, but as far as I can tell, the pages are all here and everything seems intact. I don't think they even used this. They probably just bought it and it just sat there on the shelf. Sorry, my voice is really going out. Then another thing that I got was this book. They didn't have a lot of children's books, and this is not old or anything like that.